Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Dazzie's comic book hauls episode 85, and it's been a long time since I put out one of these, but I've picked up some pretty good books. Two big low grade keys I'm excited to show off. Let's get into it. Various sources as always. I did a trip to Wales and to Cardiff in particular, where I hit up a couple of stores there and I picked up some good books for cheap. eBay, LCS's. I've been busy as always, guys, still hunting, still collecting books. So I'm going to start with something a little bit different. I went to a car boot looking for comics, couldn't find any comics at the car boot, but I did find a couple of what I thought was pretty neat placards as such, I suppose. We've got a cool Captain Marvel, and that says issue number 5. I have a pretty cool Hulk, and this was my favourite one, the Avengers 4 Captain America. Look at that. So pretty neat, I thought. Let's get them into shot if I can. Right. So I was gifted a card, a gift card for Waterstones, the bookshop, from my in-laws, and with the gift card I picked up Umbrella Academy Apocalypse Suite, Apocalypse Suite, I guess it is, and that is a graphic novel of one of my favourite shows. In the past, I have picked up some autographs and photographs from a couple of the cast, being Rumour and the Space Boy, I guess it was, the guy who basically had a gorilla body, into the books. So I went to Cardiff last Wednesday with my daughter. I took her over. She was having an interview at the university to get into an illustration and art class as such, or well, you know what I mean. She wants to be an artist. She wants to be into the business, and she was successful with their interview. They have offered her a place, as has Plymouth University. So fingers crossed, she wants to go into comic books, graphic novels, freelance work, and children's books, write her own books and illustrate them. And she's pretty determined. I wouldn't be surprised to walk into a shop one day and see one of her books on the shelves. She is selling at cons at the moment. So a shop in Cardiff, I went to the Forbidden Planet International, and to be fair, guys, it wasn't the best looking shop inside. I asked to film in there and I was told initially yes, and then a different guy said, sorry, you can't film in here, it's too messy, we might get in trouble. No surprises there, hence I don't order from Forbidden Planet anymore. I'm not surprised when the books turn up damaged. But I did find these for cover price, and these are doubles for me. This is a print run that is in the 4,000s, I think, which is fantastic. And I picked up the regular cover of Kill Whitey Donovan, which has been optioned, and I picked up the variant too. So I'm going to try and sell them as a set. Like I said, option book with a very low print run from Dark Horse. I was amazed to find this still sitting on a shelf. This isn't the copy that I picked up. This is my other copy, because I've already sold that for 10 quid. I flipped it straight away. But I did find, like I say, for cover price, Batman Beyond issue 37. And that is, of course, the first full appearance of Batwoman Beyond. So it's got the first appearance of Constance, Gaia, Sludgy, and the return of the arch enemy from Terry McGinnis. And that is Blight, who is Derek Powers. And this issue actually had a print run of 18,647. It's a good long-term hold, I think. Rumoured on the forums to be getting her own series. And to go with that, I've actually picked up 2 copies. Again, I've flipped one straight away. Batman Beyond, issue 40. Yes, I bought a new book. My first new book purchase for some time. But only because Forbidden Planet International was selling them at £3, 5 pence. A lot of the LCSs are selling them at £4. So pretty good deal there. And this book is between 15 and 20 quid now, I think. This is the identity reveal of Batwoman Beyond. I won't spoil it. So from there, I went to a shop called Comic Guru Limited. If you check my hunting videos, you'll see the shop. It was pretty good. A ton of long boxes. I wish I had longer to go through. They had a bit of a sale on. And I had an hour or so to dig deep, and I did okay. This was a miss. Now, this isn't the book I thought it was, which is disappointing. The book I wanted was the next issue, but I picked up Checkmate issue 24. The issue I wanted was issue 25, and that is the first appearance of Gravedigger, and that particular Gravedigger appears in the Black Lightning TV show. So I'm still searching for issue 25. Now these books worked out, I think, around about £2.59 each. So delighted to find another copy of this, which has now gone up in my eBay store. This is Thor, issue 617. Of course, the first appearance of Kid Loki. And Kid Loki is, by all accounts, going to be appearing in the Loki TV show on Disney+. Please check out one of my latest Hot Book Alerts. I've done a Hot Book Alert about that Loki show. And then, I'm delighted to find another copy of this. This is Invincible Iron Man, issue number 9. And this is the first full appearance of Riri Williams, who, of course, goes on to become Ironheart. This, again, that's Thor 617, and this particular issue, 15 quid plus books right now. So, delighted to get that. I'm certain Ironheart will appear at some point in the MCU. Robert Downey Jr. has even been talking that character up. I'll get to some of my keepers that I found in that shop in a little while. Just games and collectibles that get in. Books, £1 a piece. Sometimes they're good nick, sometimes not. Pick this up for £1. This is just a bit of Bronze Age. I was hoping to flip. Defenders, issue 39. In very good condition, actually, except for the fact I didn't notice. But it has a tiny tear there. But besides that, it's a gorgeous looking book. I know a lot of people like the Defenders. I'm actually after one of the issues that is the first full appearance of Starhawk. I've got the cameo, but being a Sylvester Stallone fan, that is his character in Guardians of the Galaxy. So, like I said, I pre-ordered a new issue, which is unheard of for me. I ordered this a couple of weeks ago. But you know my love for the character. My favourite character in Marvel. I couldn't say no to it. This is Jessica Jones' Blind Spot. Yeah, and I've looked at it, and it's a pretty big finale in this book. I haven't read it yet, but I flipped through it. This is a 6-issue miniseries featuring, of course, Jessica Jones. And this was previously released as a digital comic book series. And this is the regular Valerio Giordano cover. That was a mouthful. But I do like Jessica Jones. So I ordered a huge book, and I got a good price for it. And the seller threw this book in, and this is a little bit Brucey bonus. It's always nice to receive a free book. And when it's a bit of a key, even better still, because I didn't have this one. This is Infinity Countdown, issue number 1. And what's the key about this? This is where Groot learns to speak. Yeah, he has a new ability. So I'm guessing down the line at some point we will get Groot saying more than "I am Groot." So Vin Diesel can really lick his acting chops there. This is a nice Nick Bradshaw cover. This is the regular cover. So we move on from that and back to games and collectibles. I've seen this in a couple of people's videos. A minor key. But why not? This is Spider-Girl, and this is issue number 6. And this is the first appearance of Lady Hawk. Now, Lady Hawk are actually a couple of twin sisters, I think, Rosetta Morgan and Regina Morgan. We've also got the first appearance of Jake Blanchett and Ace. But here we go, Lady Hawk. I like that cover. A lot of those Spider-Girl covers are pretty cool. And with all the spec for Into the Spider-Verse, the villain supposedly is going to be Mr. Negative. So I've got Amazing Spider-Man issue 540. I think it was 546, the first Mr. Negative. And so if Mr. Negative is coming, I'm thinking these have to come with him. This is Amazing Spider-Man issue 547. And this is the first appearance of the Inner Demons group, henchmen of Mr. Negative. And it's the identity revealed of the Spider Mugger, who was Sean Boyle. So that Spider-Girl book and this book, just £1 each. But I can see this book getting some heat. I think those henchmen are going to turn up. Now, my favourite team, and I've not even seen the show yet, but I was so taken by him in the Titans TV show, which I'm watching at the moment, season 2. After a terrible first episode with Trigon, it has really picked up. Loving the Deathstroke storyline. But like I say, back to Doom Patrol, and whenever I see a key or a bit of alert news, I jump on it. Like I say, I love the team. And this was a hot book alert I did. This is Doom Patrol issue 22 from 1989. And this character this is the first cameo of Red Jack. Now, Red Jack is apparently going to be appearing in the season 2 of the Doom Patrol TV show. So look out for Red Jack. I think that's... He looks something like that. Back to the Comic Guru shop and a few of the books that I did keep for my PC. Now this is mid-grade, but it's a book, you know, I never seem to find. And it's a character out of my encyclopedia. And it garners coin in high grade, but like I say, there's a bit of a tape pull on the front cover. It needs a press. But for £3.50 from 1985, I picked up a Blue Devil. Yeah, Blue Devil, issue 14. The first appearance of Kid Devil, who was Edward Gopher Allen Bloomberg. There we go. It's a Detective Comics issue 38 homage cover as well. And what's nice about this book, which is a real Brucey bonus, you don't get these too often, is it has, you're probably guessing it, a Mark Jewelers insert. So that's always nice to find, because they garner a bit more coin and they are less printed by all accounts. So happy to add the Kid Devil. And then, first time I've ever seen this book out in the wild, I think. Happy to add it. Like I say, that Blue Devil book was £3.50. That was the most I paid in that shop. But this is Superman Lois and Clark, issue number 1. And this is the first appearance of Jonathan Kent as a boy. Previously appeared as a baby. This is the regular Lee Weeks cover. Like I said, £2.57 I think I paid. Now, a lot of people think, I mean, myself included, that this was the first appearance of a character, but I don't think that's the case. This is Secret Avengers issue 23 that I found in the shop. First time I've ever found it, had to have it. Now, people used to think this is the first appearance of Agent Venom, but this is where Agent Venom, aka Flash Thompson, joins the Secret Avengers. It's the death of the 4th Ant-Man, Eric O'Grady, who is replaced by a life model decoy created by S.H.I.E.L.D. It's the first appearance of Deathlock Miss America and the death of Yalda. Now, Flash Thompson's first appearance as the 3rd Venom, of course, is in Amazing Spider-Man issue 654. But a cool find, I thought. Again, a £15 book. And my final pickup from that shop was being a Jessica Jones fan. I've been looking and looking for this one. I've got most of the series now of this, because there aren't too many books that really bring Jessica Jones to the front. This character's got a lot of heat at the moment due to Thor, and just from that you probably guess it. This is The Pulse, issue number 13. This is the first appearance of Danielle Cage, the daughter of Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, named after Daniel Rand, aka of course Iron Fist. Now I've got The Pulse issue 11. That's where Danielle Cage appears, I think, on the front cover as a baby. But this is like the first appearance, which is a bit strange. Okay, delighted to find this one. I've been looking for this for some time, and one of my LCSs, Planet All Stars, happened to have it, and for a great price, I thought. For me, it's just a matter of time before Damian Wayne joins the DCU or the Arrowverse. Some form we're going to get him in live action eventually. Now, most people are thinking his first appearance is in Batman issue 655. And it is, kind of, because he appears in an older self. But his first actual appearance appears in this trade as such. This is Batman, Son of the Demon. Love this. This is the first appearance of Damian Wayne, of course, the son of Bruce Wayne and Talia al Ghul, as a baby. Now, initially, this was an Elseworlds type of story, but was retconned into continuity by Grant Morrison. Like I said, magazine size, it's a big old book like Batman Damned, but hard to find. And I only paid £5 for that, so thank you to Aaron, my good friend in the shop. That was a bargain, I thought. Up next, I got a pretty good deal on this. It needs a bit of a press on the back cover, but I couldn't say no for the price. I think the guy had it on for 25 or 30. He watches my channel, so he let me have a deal. And I ended up paying, with shipping included, £15. And for that money, I got Superman Adventures issue number 5. Yep. The first appearance of Livewire, Leslie Willis. Now, of course, based off the animated series, she later became part of the continuity. I've got that. It's an Action Comics issue. But Livewire, of course, has appeared in Smallville and the Supergirl TV show. And I met the actress who played Livewire because I enjoyed her portrayal in the Supergirl show. Glad to finally add that one. And that leaves me 3 books. And I've decided to really limit my buying now. I say that, and I've just picked up nearly 50 books at a con. I'm delighted to show that one to you at some point. But when I see books from the Bronze and Silver Age for in fine condition for cheap, I'm all over it. And this is a nice book. It could be a 6.0, 6.5. For £5.50, I picked up Marvel Superheroes, issue 16. Don't see this book too often. This is the first appearance of the Phantom Eagle. And despite the 25-cent price point, this is from 1968. The first appearance and origin of the Phantom Eagle was Carl Kaufman in the Silver Age. Now, there was a Phantom Eagle that appeared in the Golden Age, but he was more of like a soldier. Very different from this character. So delighted to add that thick book too. And 2 books left, and they're low grade. And I ummed and ahed, but I thought I couldn't say no for the price. I think many of you would have picked them up for the price. The one's a Marvel, one's a DC. And I've wanted this book for some time. Now, don't get me wrong. It is beat up. It is probably a 2.0. But for £47.50, I picked up Marvel Superheroes 13, guys. Issue 13. Yep. The big boy book, or the big girl book. This is the first appearance of Carol Danvers. Carol Susan Jane Danvers, who later becomes Binary, Warbird, Miss Marvel, and of course now Captain Marvel. Appeared in numerous, the Captain Marvel and Avengers Endgame movie, It's also the second appearance of Captain Marvel, or is Marvel. And the Captain Marvel story continues from this into Captain Marvel issue 1 from 1968. But guys, it's got issues. Look at this dirty crease down here. I've cleaned it up, but it is beat up at the bottom, and it has a spine split that comes up to about midway up the book, so it's off one staple. But, you know, I can upgrade one day perhaps. In the meantime, the book's in my collection, and for under 50 quid for this book, which is a dear book, delighted to put it in the PC. And my final book, this is a book that's been on my radar for ages, and I don't think I've ever seen it in a whole video. And again, it was on bidding, and I stuck in a cheeky bid at the end, and I won it, sniped it. Again, probably a 2.0, 2.5. It's got a little bit of tape on the inside, which is surprising because it's on both staples, but it has got a couple of little tears. But the tape work is so good. For £45.17, I picked up Brave and the Bold, issue number 30. This is the first appearance and origin of Amazo, an android that can replicate the powers of the superhuman team. This is a great read as well, so much fun. And of course, Amazo appeared in the Arrowverse crossover, Elseworlds. It's also the first appearance of Professor Ivo, creator of Amazo, and probably as near as I'll ever get. This is the third appearance, believe it or not, of the Justice League of America team. So a fantastic book. Now, after this issue of Brave and the Bold, the JLA has awarded their own series, beginning with Justice League of America, issue number 1 from 1960. Have a closer look at it, guys. Now, we've got a crease up here, a bit of crease in here, but besides that, the colours are vibrant on both staples, and delighted to have the first Amazo and Professor Ivo and the third Justice League of America. So, couple of big boy books, and low grade, but better than no grade in my opinion. I'll probably upgrade them some year down the line. That's a wrap, guys. Thanks for all your support. I've picked up quite a few subs lately. I'm up to a world record 764. If you like what you see, please subscribe, ding that bell for all my notifications. Here's my sponsors: Captain America, Captain Marvel, and the Hulk. That's over now. Bye for now.